Our brains hate uncertainty. It's almost like we're allergic to uncertainty neurologically. When there's uncertainty or fundamental change, our brains respond in ways that actually don't serve us very well. Best way to turn that around, to become more open-minded, to become more curious, to become more comfortable with ambiguity, is to, and this is the key, microdose novelty. Deliberately, intentionally do small things that are new and unfamiliar. And essentially, it's like a strength workout for your brain and for curiosity. I mean, curiosity is like a muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger it gets. So I reckon the best technique I've come across for doing this, I actually learned from someone who I met at a social function a little while back. He's a retired Supreme Court solicitor named Jeremy. He'd be in his mid to late 80s now, towering intellect, super smart. But I got to tell you what stood out, he was so curious, like full of wonder, like interested in a really uncommon way. And I said to him, what's that about? How are you so naturally curious? He said, were you always that way? Is it just your natural personality? He said, well, to a degree, yes. He said, but I reckon one of the things that's really shifted the dial for me a few years ago is my wife and I began to do a thing that we called doing indie dates. Indie stands for I'd never do it. And he said, every weekend, what we do is we open up the paper and we look at what's happening in Sydney that weekend, and we would choose something that we would never normally sign up for, and we'd just go. We'd buy tickets. We'd make it a date. He said we went to like puppetry of the penis. We went to stand-up comedy classes. We went to improv classes. We went to a wrestling match. And he said, what's interesting is it started to, over time, condition us to become really just interested in unfamiliar things. Instead of seeing the new as a threat, it became an opportunity to learn and to grow and to have some fun. And so I thought, I'm going to try that. So I did. I've spent the last 14 months essentially microdosing novelty, doing an indie experiment. I call them experiments. An indie experiment every single week for 14 months and documenting the process.